Hatha Yoga, a guide. If you've wondered about how you can practice Hatha Yoga, this article will assist you in understanding what is the basis and purpose behind this ancient practice. It also discusses the meaning of the term. The class format is also covered. This detailed guide will assist you gain an understanding of the many advantages associated with Hatha Yoga, whether you are just beginning or an experienced practitioner. Benefits. Hatha Yoga, a type of yoga that is based on breathing and gentle motion, is a form. There are many advantages to it. For example, increased strength and endurance. Additionally, it improves joint mobility and helps improve posture. If you suffer from back pain or lung issues, it is crucial to improve the posture of your body. If you follow a Hatha Yoga class, you get the benefits from yoga without the danger of injuries. Hatha Yoga is a great method to help make your body feel more vibrant and active. It improves your general health and well-being by improving the health of your endocrine glands. Your endocrine glands secrete your hormones to be functioning properly. They can also be stimulated by the thoughts you think about. As an example, you might consider falling and activate the pituitary gland. This can cause a disruption to your overall physical harmony, as well as improving general physical fitness. Hatha Yoga also helps in reducing tension and stress. Hatha Yoga practitioners report lower blood pressure and cortisol levels. Additionally, they have more self-confidence in stressful circumstances. Additionally, it's been confirmed to increase balance and core strength. The meaning. Hatha Yoga is an old practice that blends the advantages of physical exercise with mental concentration. This helps to increase endurance and flexibility in the body as well as relax. The body also experiences an increase of resting Shiva energy. This energy is stored in the body's subtle structure, which hides behind the human frame. Numerous energy centers, commonly referred to as chakras or lotus form, compose the body's subtle. Hatha Yoga strives to bring alignment to the energy centers through balancing two opposing forces. It's done by engaging the mind, body, and breath with exercises. The word Ha is used to describe moon and the sun, and it also means flow. The word Tha refers to energy. In the Yoga Bija, Brahmamitra Awasthi clarifies that the terms mean energy flow and are referring to Hatha as well as Asana. As in Hatha Yoga, the Kundalini, or Kai, is the spiraling energy that is responsible for the body's energy flow. The spiritual tradition in yoga offers a means for people to develop their mind and body. It was a form of ancient yoga. Hatha yogis would practice tapas, which means heat, glow, or austerity. The Hatha yogis still perform amazing feats like bat penance without ever having to sit down. Origin. Hatha Yoga is a practice which regulates the flow energy from the base to the central point of the body. It seeks to increase equilibrium, awareness, and unification of opposing polarities. It teaches the body to control the opposing forces at work in our body, mind, and surroundings. It is all about developing your personal. The ascetic religion that began to develop in the region between India as well as Nepal is the source of Hatha Yoga. Hindu faith systems of fate and karma influenced the ascetics. Hatha Yoga practitioners employed extraordinary techniques to cleanse both the body and the mind. These practices involved pushing the person beyond their physical and mental limitations. The practice of Hatha Yoga, which has existed for many thousands of years. The practice is believed to be at least 50 years old. Other people believe it could be as old as 10,000 years. The practice was first conducted without any paper or written words. Practitioners shared their stories via conversation. It was considered to be secretive and unsettling for many years. A lot of yoga's earliest writings were made using palm leaves. Hatha Yoga is an ancient discipline that is based on the interplay between the body and mind. The Sanskrit term hatha refers to the moon. However, it's an alternative to Sunday is the action in turn, internalization in calm moods. Format for classes. Finding the best Hatha Yoga class format will require careful planning and a deep understanding of your students. The style you pick will depend on the type of group you're seeking, and you must consider the reasons for joining. Most people would like to do yoga to boost their mental and physical health. Many may also want to reduce the weight, get more flexible, or manage sleep problems. Although there are a variety of yoga-based classes, however, the majority follow a standard design that's suitable for most students. There are some sequences that follow a step-by-step sequence that move from simpler to more difficult poses, and they tend to end with relaxation. However, if you are teaching a class for beginners or for those who are starting out, it's an ideal idea to stick to an established sequence that will aid students in learning the exercises and boost their confidence. Good Hatha Yoga class format will include various poses, including breathing exercises, as well as contemplation. The class's format will depend on the instructor. However, the majority of classes begin with a scented exercise which can be done lying down or sitting. Then, it can be followed by some guided meditations and breathing exercises or silent meditation. Physique. The physique of Hatha Yoga is the study of physique's relation to the mind. It involves rigorous physiological purification. It's done by putting Kundalini and Pranic forces in motion. If these forces get set into motion, changes take place in consciousness. It leads to excellent longevity and good health. It also helps strengthen the nervous system. Hatha Yoga includes many postures to strengthen your core. This includes the spine, hips, and pelvis. The core muscle is essential for everyday activities like running or other sports. It can be difficult for individuals to sit upright and perform basic tasks such as sitting up. Hatha Yoga is not all about developing muscles, but instead of the cultivation of the roots. Hatha Yoga's principal aspect is its ability to breathe. Proper breathing enhances the capacity to breathe and controls the oxygen flow. Breathing properly can prevent or treat bronchial asthma, emphysema, and heart problems. Meditation. Hatha Yoga's primary and essential exercise is the practice of meditation. The many benefits of it include relaxing and rejuvenation. It can also help to develop a sense of inner calm, which permits the user to be a part of their personality. In its purest form, meditation blurs boundaries between the physical, mental, and spiritual realms, bringing about profound inner peace and inner truth. Meditation in Hatha Yoga is done through the use of breathing techniques. One of the most crucial techniques is to use breathing through alternate nostrils. This breathing technique calms the nervous system. It is also one among the main techniques for practicing Hatha Yoga meditation. There are many variations of this breathing technique. This technique is extremely beneficial to those with mental disorders and children who are hyperactive, flimsy, or agitated, and anyone who has trouble focusing. The practice of meditation within Hatha Yoga often involves the use of mudras. For example, the yogi's hands are often placed in a mudra called Jnana to produce the quality of wisdom. It is performed during a standing prayer stance. It encourages peace and opens your body to the world. I see relief. Yoga may provide I see relief for both men and women suffering from urinary problems that include cystitis as well as incontinence. They are usually hard to treat and conventional methods can fall short, but Hatha Yoga has shown that it can treat these conditions. This holistic way of treatment and wellness is referred to as Hatha Yoga. Individuals suffering from IC tend to contract their pelvic floor muscles to empty their bladders, and those muscles that are tight can cause the pelvis to hurt. Pelvic floor muscles are responsible for supporting the bladder, manage the small tube of the bladder as well as exiting into the body. Even though no research has been conducted to compare yoga with traditional PT, the American Pain Society and the American College of Physicians support yoga as a possible treatment for chronic BP. Although no direct comparison has been conducted between these treatments, but there are certain similarities in the outcomes. Hatha Yoga is a highly easily accessible and effective type of exercise that can be used by individuals who suffer with CLBP. We hope you enjoyed the video and ask that you subscribe to the channel and our newsletter in the description below. Also, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. The best way to get started with yoga is to find a class near you and attend a few times. While most classes are oriented towards beginners, you'll likely have a few poses that feel awkward or challenging at first. You might also feel embarrassed or out of place at first, but everyone else in class has felt that way at some point too. Just go at your own pace and remember that everyone else is just as nervous as you are. In fact, some of the most common questions asked in yoga classes are, am I doing this right? And how do I do this pose? Here are some tips to help you get started with yoga. 1. Wear comfortable clothing that doesn't restrict movement. 2. Try not to worry too much about how you look, as most people in class are focused on themselves and their own practice rather than your form or appearance. 3. Don't be afraid of asking questions if something confuses you. Many instructors welcome questions from beginning students because they know it will help them feel more comfortable in class later on. In general, the purpose of yoga is to keep your body strong and healthy, your mind focused and balanced, and your spirit calm and peaceful. Yoga is a great way to relax and distress after a long day at work, or just get the blood flowing in your body before starting off your morning. It can also be used as an effective form of exercise if you are looking for something more than just stretching. If you have never tried yoga before, it is important to find a studio that is right for you. This may mean looking into different types of classes, such as hot yoga or vinyasa flow, or even different studios and instructors in your area. It can also be beneficial to try out a few different classes before deciding on one that works best with your schedule and goals. If you are just looking for a quick way to stretch out your muscles, trying yoga at home may be a good option. There are many different types of yoga available through DVDs or online videos, which can provide options for beginners and more advanced practitioners. For most people, the main reason for practicing yoga is to maintain or improve their health. These are known as Hatha Yoga poses as they are designed to help with everyday bodily pains or aches. There are many other types of yoga that focus on spiritual enlightenment or relaxation rather than exercise or health benefits. Yoga is a great way to relax and distress after a long day at work, or just get the blood flowing in your body before starting off your morning. It can also be used as an effective form of exercise if you are looking for something more than just stretching. For most people, the main reason for practicing yoga is to maintain or improve their health. In all matters, we wish you well and welcome you back for our next video. Until then, be well.